Stampin' Up demonstrator on the beautiful New South Wales Central Coast in Australia. I'm going to show you how I've made this card, which I've cased from the January to June mini catalogue that's available now from Stampin' Up. Okay, let's get started. Right, first of all, I'm going to show you, I've already popped the stamps out on the blocks that I need, but I will need my punch. Okay, this is the designer series paper. Oh, I don't want to spread those little guys everywhere. Let's pop a little on. This is the designer series paper, so that you can see it. We've got those three patterns, and then we've got these three, and then we've got those, and those. Pretty, aren't they? I do like these two as well as the ones on the, actually I like them all. I just thought I'd show you those. These are all from the Ice Cream Corner suite. You'll find it in the new mini. There it is. Okay. On pages 48 and 49 in the Australian catalogue. Okay. I'm going to use the design series paper, the stamp set, the punch, and just make a card with you. Oh, and I'll also use some trim. Okay, so let's play. Oh, I didn't mean to close that, but that's right. I won't remember what anything's called because everything's new. So I've got some Bermuda Bay cardstock, a piece of the designer series paper. That's for the inside of my card. I didn't grab my envelope, but that's okay. Hopefully a kid will walk past soon. I've got some strips of designer series paper to punch out of, just for a bit of variety. And I'm missing one of those. Again, hopefully a kid will walk past in a minute. And I've got my stamp sets all set up, and I've got my blending brush. Have you seen these? How nice are these? Yeah, we'll play with that in a little bit. Okay, so I've cut this down. This is cut to, I'm working in Australian sizes. This is cut to 9.5 by 14, and just so that it can fit like so on my paper. Okay, to the side, I've got a piece of Whisper White here that I'm going to bring in, and I'm going to cut using my mini cutter. How cute is this little guy? Weighs about just over a kilo. Alright, got little tiny plates that I do love. So, strip of Whisper White, and my rectangle die. Now I do like to put them slightly off straight, just because I find they go in easier. And I put it down the wrong way. In you go, baby. If you go straight on, I find that it's a little bit harder to get it started. Make a bit of a racket. Cut out a die, pop you back to the side, because just can do it with one hand. It's so light. You'll find in the catalogue there's heaps of dies and embossing folders that can go in there. Okay, I find that with these, they actually, because of the little stitching, they get in quite close. If I stick my fingernail in underneath the edge there and just run it round, I find it comes away and comes out quite easily. So there's my front piece. Alright, put my inside on the inside. Okay, so I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to show you which card we're making. So when you look in the catalogue, as we're casing the catalogue, you'll see this one down here. Okay, really easy to replicate, but you can see I'm using a different piece of the designer series paper, and they have used the stitched rectangles to cut it out, but I've just cut it. Okay, I'm going to tiz it up a little bit. Okay, so we've got this piece here that we're going to do some shading on with our brush. But first of all, I'm going to cut my ice cream out. I'll just cut off these ones that I did earlier. So I've just cut strips so that I can then move it down. Now I did notice that if I cut it, punched it from this side instead, I can just slip that in there. I get quite a nice clean cut on the other side. Whereas you can see it does actually gets a little bit dog-eary, for want of a better word, on that side. Now this side was a bit harder. Okay. Only because I wanted to be fussy about my ice cream scoops. It works better when you punch it from the wrong side, but I know that I think we're just going to go with it, okay? One ice cream scoop. And I think I've got all these colours to choose from. I really like that one. I really like that one. But I also like this pale one here. So to get that one, just cut the daddy bit off. Let me see if it'll reach in. I don't want to cut it like that because I will get, I'm just being stingy with my paper, but I can go in like so. Oh, these are just a couple of inches, these, or a couple of centimetres, these strips of designer series paper. You could do that one as well if you wanted. Actually, I don't mind that. Let's see, we'll have a play. Can never have enough different flavours. And because I've used my Bermuda Bay on the back, I've got my Bermuda Bay here, but I want something that's a bit more dark. And I do like this bit. If I think, yep, I meant to turn the paper over then, not the punch. Okay, there's something that's a little bit darker. Now you'll notice I've got the white, but I'm actually going to put the darker one on the bottom. So my ice cream is going to stack up like maybe so, or no, I think I'll go with the yellow. It's almost a bit Neapolitan-y. Save that guy for on. Okay, there's my ice cream. And now I know I hid this in here somewhere. Okay, I'm going to stamp my sentiment on here. I'm going to put treat yourself. These are nice and new, so I'll just condition it a little bit. Oh, I'm very nervous. Oh, they're very new, so just give them a bit of a clean to get some of the, do all of them while I'm at it. Let's try again. That's better. mostly stand over these, but you're going to get all my head in your way if I do that. And I forgot to put my Stampin' mat underneath, but that's not too bad. This makes it heaps better. Okay. Let's have some sprinkles, just because we can. And life's always better with sprinkles. Okay. Now the other thing I'm going to do on here is I'm just going to do some of these dots. You can stamp off on your piece of design of your piece of scrap paper, or you can stamp off anywhere you like. I have a tendency to do it there. Stamp off once, stamp, stamp. And you'll notice these in the catalogue. They're actually quite subtle. Mine are probably a bit dark, but that's all right. Just a few little dots just to give it a little bit of texture. Making this really easy. Now, you could stamp an ice cream on this. You could add a bit of designer series paper to it. I'm actually just going to stamp it with some sprinkles. And just make them so they're all hanging out down the side. And I'd probably be inclined to make the envelope to match. Okay, just for something different. Pop that one to the side. Now we'll do some blending with our brush. I should take that out. These come in a packet of 3. They wash out really easily. I haven't cleaned this one since I used it the other day. Just put a little bit of ink on it, rub it off, and then rub onto where you're working. I'm just using the Bermuda Bay like I've used for everything else. I was toying with this and some Blackberry Bliss, but I think this is the way to go. I'm already sitting on the fence and I need some more of these. They're just so pretty. They're just subtle. Nice and easy. Just takes away some of that white. And because I want an ombre effect, I'm not, oops, try not to scrunch up your piece of paper. Very good doing that. I don't want to go the whole way down. Flatten that out. No one will notice. Just perfect. Okay. I'm going to glue this onto here. There's my Stampin' Seal one. Make sure I do it on the right side. Okay, a bit on the top. Move you up a little bit. Oh, baby. Bit on the bottom. Up and down the sides. I haven't been doing much playing with the stamp sets over the Christmas break. The family got a lot of Lego as their presents, so we sorted litres and litres, like those 50-litre drums of Lego. It was one in, all in. So we've been doing that. Okay, now this is looking good. I can pop my ice cream here and then I can load her up. Not going to make it too straight. Okay, see, looking good. And I need a little bit, I'm just going to use liquid glue for this. You can use anything, whatever's your favourite. this on with a little bit of this. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Less is best, I always say. This stuff sticks like nothing on earth to absolutely everything. Okay. And then somewhere I've got some dimensionals. Because of course I'm going to put these babies on with dimensionals. First scoop's actually, I'm actually going to put on straight-ish. Second scoop. And I actually want the second scoop just to sit, just not that much higher. So I'm going to put that up the top, like so, because I want the rest of my cone, I want it resting on the rest of my ice cream from below. I don't want to double up on this one. And it's going to get tilted a bit. Tiny, tiny bit. And then I'll do the same with this baby here. So it's just putting it up the top, and then it's going to use the rest of the ice cream scoop below it to support it. Okay, looking good. Now, in the catalogue, so we've got the little dots. They did some sprinkles on two of theirs. I only did them on one. And they've done some heat embossing. But I thought rather than I might do something else just to add some of the trim in. So I'm thinking, don't need much, just need a little bit. When I say a little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to use my tape. I'm actually going to tape it together like so. And then I'm going to stick it down here. And because I've used tape there, I'm actually just going to pop tape down this side. Just to secure that ribbon a little bit better. And I use some of the new Stampin' Seal on the other side. Now, this means I've got to hold my tongue straight while I'm putting this down to get it straight. Otherwise, it's going to be crooked. You can use the lines on your graph paper, but they don't always work for me. Okay. Voila. Push it down. Now, and if I want to use some of my sprinkles, we've got our fine tip glue. I don't know about you guys, but mine's, well, let's say seen better days. So the end's blocked. I've tried to unblock it. I've checked out all the internet methods of unblocking it. I've given it all up as a bad joke. So what I do now, I don't worry about it. I'm not going to try and unblock it anymore. Oh, I've been gold gilding here and I've got bits of gold fluffing around everywhere. As you do. So, got my take your pick tool, which has got gold gilding all over it. I've got a toothpick. And look, see, I'll show you this. Look at this. Oh no, this is that one. That's okay. It's always just blocked, and so I don't fight with it anymore. I use a toothpick, especially for this sort of thing that I'm doing now. I get a little bit on the toothpick, and I'm just going to put 3 little dots. Doesn't want to play nice. Three little dots, and they're really tiny, so you'll only just potentially be able to see them. I'm not sure if you can see them there. Okay, I use my Take Your Pick tool, and I really like this daff. So I'm going to pick up one of these babies. I'm going to attempt to pick up one of these babies, and I'm going to pop. I'm thinking daff can go in the middle. Doesn't want to hop off now. I've really got it good. I have one of the pool party ones. And just because I can, it's going on the bottom. And these ones are terracotta tile. They're very bright terracotta tile. Now, before I knock them all over, I've noticed that they're not really straight in a line. So I can shove them around a bit at the moment with my pointy end. And there we have it, one card. Here's an envelope that I prepared earlier. I can pop that there. Just need to pop this on the inside, but I'm a bit nervous about moving. We'll see how we go. If they jump off, then I'll just replace them. You can pop a sentiment on there if you want, but I haven't decided what this card's for. Treat yourself, it could be for anything. Pop a gift card in it, send it to a friend for a birthday, a thank you. Really, essentially whatever you want. And all good. Just move all my goodies out of the way so that you can see. It's really quite a fun little sweet. Here's another one that I made, just so that you can see the two of them. Okay, so the ice cream corner suite comes with the ice cream bundle, which is your stamp set and your punch, the Blackberry Bliss striped ribbon, the sprinkles, and the designer series paper. All of what I've used in these. And they become quite pretty. They're rather cute. And it's got the best happy birthday. It's so nice. Look at that. Some really nice stamps in there. Looking forward to playing with it more. Well, thanks for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you another time. And if you want to see any more pictures, links, etc., I'll just pop my blog post, which will have all the information below. So feel free to subscribe and have a look down there and see if the links that you want are there. Cheers.